Anthony Joshua.
Coach, man I've known for over 20 years, and our unofficial scorer, Sean Wheelock, gave the opening round to the returning live.
A close fight, so you don't.
For AJ not having it on his own.
I think both guys actually take down.
Watching two.
There's the left hand.
Fairly wide, haven't you, Carl? I know Tony Bellew has too. I've seen Anthony Joshua so fast. Left, right, left foot comes
to it. His age, yeah, he's been pretty busy. Look at
it. Anthony Joshua. The Joshua. Joshua misses with the right.
The bout between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul played out like a slow-moving, intense heavyweight thriller. The kind where nothing is simple and every moment feels more difficult than the last. Extremely free to participate in this. Jake was relaxed and self-assured from the first bell, flicking shots, hopping on his toes, and attempting to dictate rhythm and establish his place. Joshua, on the other hand, stood erect and patient, his posture regulated, his eyes steady, and he let the battle come to him rather than chasing it.
Anthony Joshua, as we all know, never been down, amateur or pro. But there's some
Aldo's a lazy jab. That's what he wanted.
That was absurd.
Very loose. To play a part in this.
jab right there that really knocked Jake back. And we see that. Only one big shot, 2 points.
The matching with the right hand. So a lot of focus on Joshua's.
We'll find a pretty busy pace.
Should hold the crowd like that. Traction. The glamorous. Looks in control, but up close as he tries the uppercut.
Jolting right hand sends Joshua down. Anthony Joshua floored and hurt here in the 6th round.
The early rounds resembled a muscular chess match. Joshua measured the distance, stepping just enough to remind him of how small the ring may feel against the seasoned heavyweight, as Jake circled, feinting in an attempt to throw off timing. Clinches became struggles of strength, exchanges became more intense, and the pace changed from a sprint to a cerebral crawl as the fight settled. Every time Joshua planted his feet, you could feel the crowd stiffen, and every time the pressure increased, you could feel Jake burrowing deep, refusing to panic or give up. The fight changed midway through, becoming more about surviving moments, handling exhaustion, and making the proper decision under pressure than it was about proving storylines. Neither man hurried. Every round felt like a real-time test of belief versus experience, and neither guy folded.
Very loose. To play a part in this.
And this jab right there that really knocked Jake back. And we see that. Only one big shot, 2 points.
The matching with the right hand. So a lot of focus on Joshua's.
We'll find a pretty busy pace.
Should hold the crowd like that. Traction. The glamorous. Looks in control.
It's a dangerous place to be, and anything can happen. And you hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you know, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you just done your job. It wasn't personal.
I mean, yeah, look, I mean, it is a big task, but I mean, if this fight were 14 months ago or whatever, however many months ago you had the belt, then when I win, it would have been me becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. So
you would have beat me for the belt.
And you claim you're better than Tyson, all these people, so I mean...
By the final phases, both warriors needed to rely as much on poise as strength, and perspiration, breath, and resolve told their own story. It was not ostentatious. It wasn't careless. The intensity was regulated. The arena is pulsating as ambition and heavyweight reality collide. Not because of a single instance, but rather because the fight itself posed a question that could only be answered in the ring, and everyone stayed to hear the response. The contrast appeared directly on the scale before the first blow was ever delivered, subtly establishing the tone for everything that came next. Anthony Joshua appeared sculpted, poised, and determined as he entered the weigh-in platform at a healthy 243.4 pounds. Built like a heavyweight who knows precisely what his body needs for 12 hard rounds, but not bulky for show.
243.4.
243.4.
243.4 for Mr. Anthony Joshua. 243.4. I'm gonna need all media to scoot back this way, guys. All media, scoot back. Security, help me out.
$216.6. Absolutely dialed! You listen to me, brother! When the ring bells, I'm coming in there and I'm coming on his ass! You know who I are him! Let's go!
There was nothing extravagant or dramatic, simply the familiar presence of a man who was at ease with his stature, strength, and expectations all at once. Joshua seems to have optimized himself for durability and control at that weight. Heavy enough to exercise bodily control, but calm enough to move patiently rather than in a hurry. Knowing that structure and stability are just as important at heavyweight as power, it felt less like a flex and more like a declaration that he had come ready for genuine work rather than spectacle. At 216 pounds, Jake Paul came next. He carried himself with the assurance of someone who trusted his speed and conditioning over sheer bulk, and he was noticeably lighter, leaner, and sharper. Instead of using physical force, the weight demonstrated his approach, mobility, rhythm, and endurance, indicating a strategy centered on timing, movement, and faith in his gas tank.
I think this guy's deluded.
Nah. Look, an amateur coming into the game with no experience, he's taken on some good names. They may be old, they may be from different combats in terms of MMA and so on, but he's got in the ring at a decent level. Fought Tommy Fury and so on, so he believes in himself. I take it seriously, I respect it.
Yeah, but their levels, come on AJ. The fact that you've been Olympic champion, two-time world champion, are you going to have to carry him to make it a spectacle? Or is he going to get the full AJ?
The full. I've never gone in there and knocked someone out within 10 seconds. There's a methodical process to knocking someone out. But if the opportunity presents itself, I'm not planning on carrying Jake for 1 second more than I have.
Jake appeared prepared and athletic at 216. The size difference didn't overwhelm me, but I was aware of it, choosing accuracy over presence and efficiency over mass. It didn't feel like a weakness, but a calculated risk, the belief that preparation, quickness, and confidence could overcome a heavier opponent, a contrast that was clear even before the bell rang. AJ took the microphone and made it clear that compassion shouldn't be mistaken for mercy once the scale confirmed this was a meeting of grown men. His words weren't arrogance but experience. He framed Jake as dangerous because of belief, warning that underestimating a man's confidence is like giving him a lottery ticket, and you're getting the full AJ was simply a professional caution.
AJ, they want you to win by knockout. What do you make of that? People here in the States as well.
I love him. That's what we gotta do. That's what we're supposed to do. From the days of watching Mike, whether it's Foreman, Shavers, why do people love boxing? They don't love it from fighters that box 12 rounds and look great technically. They want to see people getting knocked out. It's just the game I'm in. People got to understand it. And I know people know where I'm coming from. They are like, oh my God, he's so crazy. No, they want to see knockouts. I respect it, I love it.
To be brutally honest, not many of them are rooting for you. Some have said to me, he's deluded. What would you say to them?
I know you got him picked. Like, that's what it is, you know? Of course, people don't believe in me. They don't see what I can do. They're not in the gym with me. So I don't blame them for having that opinion and thinking that this is a crazy fight for me, but I see something completely different that no one else sees, and they're going to get to see it in roughly 24 hours.
No influencer day tours, no charity rounds, no carrying, just a methodical heavyweight doing what heavyweights do. Like a craftsman rather than a bully, I adore the way he expresses it. Knockouts are procedures rather than mishaps. You build them rather than rush them. Additionally, Jake fans may overlook the part when he discusses integrity. AJ isn't here to be a hero or a villain. Because shortcuts are not respected in this sport, he is here to execute his job correctly.
What would it mean if you pulled this off?
Yeah, when I win tomorrow, I mean, it's going to be an incredible moment, but at the same time, I know that it's coming. So I'll be very happy, and it'll, shock the world. People will, the world will be turned upside down. But at the same time, it'll just be proving myself right, and I will be the, face of boxing, the king of boxing, and just continue from there into more big.
In the end, it felt less like a typical fight and more like a stress test for boxing, where pressure, preparation, experience, and belief collided to see who would crack first. One side brought calm control and discipline. The other, self-assurance, vision, and a refusal to be uncomfortable. Every second mattered, not viral moments, but how each handled the weight of expectation. Fights like this don't end at the bell. So weigh in. Did belief push the limits, or did experience set the tone? Respectfully argue in the comments, and like and subscribe if you're contributing well.